So the procedural matter I'm raising, Honorable Speaker, would it be procedure okay that this ministry fulfills what was directed by the Speaker as of then, who was sitting in the House, so that we get a better report? A lot of issues are rotating in these schools. Actually, Honorable Speaker, other schools are already paying fees, yet the terms are not open. Others have joined, they are recruiting children from senior one, but secondary government schools are not getting them, and they are paying. But you see the minister, the way she's answering, she's not well versed with the information she's giving.
First lockdown, court students had just gone back to school, which means most of them had paid fees. That lockdown stayed for some time. When school was reopening, children were required to pay fees again, and they paid. Now, most recently, after children had paid, the parents had paid fees, they announced schools would not be opening. So the money was paid. Now the question is, when they reopen schools, will these parents be required to pay more money? That's the question. What the minister is saying is that the first lockdown served its purpose, saved this country from more death than it should have. So if this is correct, then it might be a matter for further interrogation, so that we don't just shroud this thing with the facts that may not stand when finally looked at properly. So the minister said that, the member raised that. Many of you are saying, well, they paid twice in one term. Would this be a matter that the Committee on Education should be interested in quickly?
If your indulgence, Right Honourable Speaker, and your elaborate guidance, my conception of the issues by the minister is the same as mine. But there is a big challenge, Right Honourable Speaker, and you sending the matter to the committee is quite critical. When we went into the first lockdown, Right Honourable Speaker, government launched what they called the Continuity of Learning Framework. And if you ask Ministry of Education, schools only close physically, learning is taking place. And they had a three-tier arrangement, namely to send learning materials to children via sub-counties, to photocopy and saturate, whether they are photocopiers and power, doesn't matter. Two, learning on TV, whether TVs are universally accessible, it doesn't matter. Thirdly, radios as part of the framework. As we speak, Right Honourable Speaker, in some schools, elite schools, learning is actually taking place. If you ask the Ministry of Education now, in which term are we? Because according to the Ministry, learning is taking place. But which school term we are running, only heaven is no. Right Honourable Speaker, the procedural matter I'm raising that we can come to the center is whether it will be right for the minister and the ministry in particular to come out clearly, because we are losing an entire generation out of this confusion. Some pupils and students are being promoted, others actually do not know where they are. Wouldn't it be proper, as the minister communicates on record in Parliament, for them to issue an elaborate document, circular, informing parents, minders, and guardians as to the state where we are, including education institutions at all levels, so that we can discuss education and continuity with a clear appreciation of the stand of the agency charged with guiding education. That Honourable Speaker.
That's why I'm saying the Committee on Education pick up this matter. The records are clear about what the issues are. Have a meeting with the Minister for Education, beat out the details, let the country know where we are on this matter, come to Parliament, brief us, we get responses from the Minister, we have a full debate on this matter, and then as representatives of the people, we know exactly what the situation is, and then we can communicate better to our people. I think that would be a better way of doing this.